Welcome back to my channel, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with my Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer, and this is the mattifying one, and I'm just going to dot that all over my face and then blend it in. And then I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal True Match Foundation in the shade N7 and dot that all over my face as well, and then I'm going to go ahead and blend that out with a brush. And then at this point I realized that I wanted to do my eyes first, so I went ahead and left my face alone, and then I'm using my Carli Bybel palette. This is her collab with BH Cosmetics, and look at this beautiful palette. I was so excited when I found it in Ulta, so I went ahead and picked it up. I'm going to start off with my NYX eyeshadow base, and this is in just a white shade, and I'm going to put that all over my lid and then blend it out with my fingers. And then I'm going to be taking the light shade, the light brown shade, and then putting that in my inner and outer corners. And I started off very light because I wasn't sure how pigmented this was, but I did tap off a lot of excess off of my brush. So I go ahead and I just build it up a couple of times. The shadows in this were really easy to blend out, and I was also using a very soft blending brush, so that kind of contributed to how much I put on. But I really did enjoy using this palette. I thought it was a very beautiful palette, very well put together. See, you can see right here, it kind of started off very choppy because I got heavy-handed, but watch how I nicely just blend it out as I just keep going. And now it looks a lot better. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with a darker brown shade, and then I'm just going to go over that in the same areas, leaving the center open because I'm going to go ahead and put this pink shimmery shade in the center, and I sprayed Fix Plus on that. I know it's an e.l.f. bottle, but I was running low and I had to transfer bottles. I didn't have that much left. So look at how pigmented this is. Like, this is so... I can't even put into words how pigmented it was. The camera isn't even doing it justice, you guys. Like, I thought this was such a beautiful shade. It was so gorgeous. I don't really use pink eyeshadows ever. I don't really have any, actually. But I thought it was absolutely stunning, and I was really excited to put it on. So I just blended that out a little more with the browns, and then I continued to pack it on. And then don't forget your bottom lash line. Afterwards, I go in, excuse me, with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Almond, and I just put that underneath my eyes, on my chin, forehead, and nose. And I do blend that out with a beauty blender because this is actually the Real Techniques Bold Metals blending sponge, because they have like the orange ones, you guys know, like that one I normally use, but then I found this one and I was like, oh my gosh, I want to try this out just because it's diamond shaped. Like, honestly, like, I don't need it, you guys. I just bought it because I wanted it. So that's my addiction to beauty products, but I actually really like it a lot better than any of the other beauty blenders that I have. So if you want to get it, I recommend it. Go ahead. And then I'm just taking my, I look like a crab. That's what I was saying, guys. I'm so weird. I'm taking my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Dark Cocoa, and I'm just running that underneath my cheekbones, along my jawline, contouring my nose and my hairline and my temples. And then I'm blending that out with a brush. I'm so sorry if you guys can hear my dog. He will not stop barking. I'm really into it. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and blend this out with my sponge just to make sure that everything is nice and smooth. And then I go in with my Nye Banana powder, and I just run that underneath my everywhere that I highlighted. I again apologize for my dog. He will not be quiet. I'm so sorry, guys. He was quiet this entire time. But I don't bake anymore because it makes my face look a lot more cakey, and this powder doesn't make me look like that, so I don't really need to. And it also lasts a lot longer if I don't bake with it, so. And then I go in with my L'Oreal True Match in the shade C8. It's clearly very loved. I need to buy another one, I know. But I just put that all over everywhere that I contoured. And then I'd go ahead and do my eyebrows using the Eylure Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Dark Brown. And I don't sculpt out my eyebrows, guys, because I only really need to do that if I like mess up really bad, like if they're two completely different shapes. Like sometimes I'm just not consistent because I do my own eyebrows, and if I go too long without doing them, they're just not going to come out looking the same. So yeah. And I'm sorry that I don't have any music to go along with this, you guys. I'm really irritated with using the same music because I don't like have any other music in my library to use without being copyrighted. So I was like, I'd rather just not put music on. And then I'm using my L'Oreal Telescopic mascara in the shade Carbon Black, or the color Carbon Black, and I'm just going to run that over my eyelids, or my lashes, not my eyelids. I suck at voiceovers, guys. This is like my 4th or 5th time doing this, so I'm sorry. And then don't forget your bottom lashes. Next, I'm going in with my NYX Liquid Lingerie lipstick in the shade Exotic, and I'm just going to run that over, and I realized that this shade was a little too dark. I didn't like the way it looked, so I go in with another Liquid Lingerie in the shade Bedtime Flirt, and I just put that on top and blended them together. I don't have anything to say about that, so I'm just going to keep going. So here I am blending them out all together. I was clearly into the song, you guys. Like, I was really feeling myself. And then I'm going to go ahead and do my brow bone highlight. I realized that I forgot to do that. Look at how incredible that is. Just wait till we get to the actual highlight. And then this is the NYX Liquid Illuminator in the shade Pure Gold. You can put this underneath your foundation, but since I have the mattifying primer, it doesn't really make sense. Like, you can't really tell the difference. So I just put this underneath where my highlight is. And then I'm taking the highlight shade and the pink shade underneath it. I didn't have a clip of that, but I put both of those on, and just wait until it gets better. Like guys, look at that. Incredible. I did not know how to act. Literally, I could not deal. I kept saying, oh my God. And then I just put that everywhere that I put the illuminator. So my cheekbones, my nose, my cupid's bow. I normally highlight my chin, but I think I forgot to because I was like so excited. But then I go ahead and blend this all out whenever I decide to stop dancing. And then normally I would use a setting spray, but I was running low, you guys. So I just didn't even set it for the sake of the video. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.